Okay, good afternoon. Today is Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. The time is 1:30 p.m. It's another beautiful day here in Paradise, and I'm happy to call to order the regularly scheduled December 2021 meeting of the West Palm Beach Zoning Board of Appeals. Would everyone, I'll have the clerk please call the roll.
Christopher Hagan.
Here.
Christopher Kammerer.
Here.
Malika Barlow. Let the record reflect that Malika Barlow is not present. Michael Hyman. Let the record reflect that Michael Hyman is not present. Michael Wood.
Here.
Alfred Fields.
Here.
Jonathan Burgess. Let the record reflect that Jonathan Burgess is not present.
Okay, we do have 4 members present, so that constitutes a quorum. We'll now rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the first order of business on our agenda is to approve the minutes from the meeting of November 2021. Those minutes were included in the board packet, so I'll ask the members here if they've had a chance to read it. If there are any corrections, modifications, additions to the minutes, and if not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second motion.
Okay, the motion was made by Board Member Wood and seconded by Board Member Fields. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, opposed? Okay, the minutes are approved. I'll now move to a report from our Planning Division staff.
Good afternoon. For the record, John Roach, Principal Planner for the city. The only thing to report is just a follow-up on last month's meeting with regards to Flanagan's on the property on Southern Boulevard. Just want to update you that the permit drawings were revised to reflect the decision of the board with the failed motion to approve it. So they did revise those plans to comply with the zoning and land development regulations. That permit's been issued, so they are moving forward with that work and should have it done pretty shortly. So that's the only update I have.
Okay, thank you very much, Sean. I'll move to remarks by the chairperson. Just real briefly, I'll go over the rules for the proceedings. Matters before the Zoning Board of Appeals are quasi-judicial in nature. Anyone who's wishing to speak, including members of the public who wish to offer any public comment, will need to be sworn in. The applicant will first make a presentation and answer any questions from the board. Then the applicant will be followed by city staff who will provide a presentation and recommendation to the board, and they will be available to answer any questions. Then any members of the public present will be given an opportunity to provide comment, with each person receiving up to 3 minutes. City staff will also insert any public comment received in advance of today's meeting, which may constitute emails, voicemails, etc., into the record. The applicants will have an opportunity for rebuttal if needed, and then the floor will be closed and the board will go into executive session for discussion, make a motion, and then vote. And as a reminder, this board requires 4 affirmative votes for approval. Today, because there are only 4 members present, that means that it will require a unanimous decision by this board. So we will ask the applicant, I think there's only 1 case on our agenda today, but if you are okay with proceeding on your case, recognizing that it requires unanimous approval. Okay, I see a head nod, so we'll ask you affirmatively when you come up, but we'll proceed that way then. The only other item I'll mention is just this is the last meeting of the year, so I wish everyone up here happy holidays, and all those in attendance as well, and to our planning staff, city staff. Hope you all have very enjoyable holidays and look forward to seeing you all in 2022. With that, we'll move to ex parte communication. I'll start on my left with Board Member Wood.
No ex parte communication.
Okay, I'll go to my right to Vice Chair Kammerer.
No ex parte communications.
Okay, and to Mr. Fields.
No ex parte communications.
Okay, and for myself, the chairperson, no ex parte communications. So with that, we will go on to the public hearing. We'll first swear in the speakers.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The item on our agenda then is Zoning Board of Appeals, case number 3402. I'll first ask our board secretary to read that item into the record.
A request by Larry Rowe of LB Rowe, Inc., on behalf of Helen Walper for a Class B special use permit to obtain a waiver from the requirements of Section 94-304, E2 of the city's zoning and land development regulations for the installation of a swimming pool within the required front setback. The approximately 0.17 acre property is located at 301 Churchill Road within Commission District Number 5. Commissioner Christina Lambert.
Thank you. We'll start off with a presentation from the applicant.
First of all, thanks for doing this for us. We've done this, I think, 4 times, same application, same street. Olive seems to be pretty popular right now. And the beauty about this project is nothing will change from the street, front or side. The bush is already there. They're mature. None of them are getting touched. There's just one corner that's going to be 10 feet off the setback. The rest of it's about 13. So we're just hoping that you give us our blessing to get this later swimming pool finally.
Okay. And for the record, sorry, could you go ahead and state your name and address?
Yeah, my name is Larry Rowe with LB Rowe Pools. I'm the owner. We try to do the right thing in the neighborhood, trying to get everything right. And I think that this is it's behind the front of the house, which is really the side of the house because of the way the 2 streets are. And again, it won't be seen from the street at all, which is kind of nice. Mm-hmm. So the house will look identical when we're finished.
Okay. Thank you. I'll ask any board members if they've got any questions. I'll start off with Member Fields.
No questions.
Okay. And Vice Chair Kammerer? No questions. Okay. Board Member Wood?
No questions.
Okay. I have no questions.
Okay.
So thanks.
Okay.
We'll move on to staff presentation then.
Good afternoon. My name is Elena. I'm a planner in this ZBA case number 3402 for a Class B special use. The subject property is 0.17 acres and it's located at the northwest corner of Churchill Road and South Olive Avenue and has a zoning designation of single family low density SF7. The applicant is proposing to provide a 10-foot pool setback for the front property line where 25 feet is required. As the applicant explained, the variance is needed because the property is on the corner and the narrowest street frontage is the front, which is Olive. The configuration of the home with the functional front of the home being along Churchill Road, the only possible placement for the pool is the proposed location. The proposed swimming pool meets all setback requirements with the exception of the minimum front setback. This is a view of the existing single-family residence from the corner of Churchill and South Olive Avenue with the tree barrier. This is a view from South Olive Avenue where the pool is proposed, and you can see the hedges that the applicant mentioned. And this is the view of the northern area where the pool is proposed. It's closer to the neighbors to the north. This is the view within the fence where the proposed pool is going to be. And this is showing, looking out to South Olive, that elevation. And this is also a view from inside of the fence, but it's showing the corner of South Olive and Churchill. And this is a short video. So it's showing right now the elevation on Churchill. And that's the corner where the pool is going to go. And this is the elevation that is on Olive. This is a survey of the property showing the location of the pool and the distances from the property lines along South Olive and Churchill Road. You can see the setback from South Olive is 10 feet, and then the setback from Churchill is about 19. Based on the considerations previously given, staff recommends approval with the condition that the landscape hedges along the east side of the pool remain. If landscape screening is removed, another form of screening must be provided, subject to approval from staff. Thank you. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll start off with Vice Chair Kammerer. Any questions of staff?
No, I don't.
Okay, move on to Board Member Wood.
Just a question about the hedge condition that you're want to require. I notice there's I guess it's a 6-foot fence inside that looks like a permanent fence. So what would be an example of a different, if the hedge wasn't there, what would be an example of a suitable?
Other than that, I guess that would be on the applicant to provide something and staff to see if that would be.
But I mean, would you require something beyond beyond the fence? Would there be always a requirement to have the fence and then something else?
That's what I'm conditioning, yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Go to Board Member Fields.
Answered my question as well.
Okay, great. Yeah, I have no questions. So I think we'll then I'll go ahead and open the public hearing. If anyone is here from the public who is here to speak on this item, please come forward. Okay, no one's here in the audience. Do we have any, I'll ask staff if there were any voicemails, email communication, et cetera, that were received?
There were not.
Okay, thank you. So I will go ahead and close the public hearing. That moves us into executive session. So I'll just entertain any discussion. I'll start off with Member Fields.
No discussion.
Okay. Vice Chair Kammerer.
The same, no.
Okay. And Member Wood.
No, nothing further.
Okay. Yeah, I think, we've seen a couple cases before where the code requires the shortest distance, the shortest side of a property to be the front. But if as the packet refers, the address, the front door is on Churchill, and the address of the property is Churchill because that's where the front door is. So that's effectively the front, not the side. So I think we understand. Given that, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion. I'll move that the Zoning Board of Appeals grants ZBA case number 3402, a request by Larry Rowe of LB Rowe, Inc., on behalf of Helen Walper, for a Class B special use permit to obtain a waiver from the requirements of Section 94-304E2 of the city's zoning and land development regulations for the installation of a swimming pool within the required front setback. The motion is based upon the testimony presented along with the application submitted in the staff report, which constitutes competent substantial evidence. The board hereby makes findings of fact that each of the criteria in Section 94-36E3 through 5, Section 94-273A2, and Section 94-304D2 of the City of West Palm Beach Zoning and Land Development Regulations ZLDRs have been met. In addition, the granting of the Class B special use permit is made conditional upon the following restrictions, stipulations, and/or safeguards. that I move are necessary to ensure compliance with the purpose and intent of the zoning and land development regulations and consistent with the comprehensive plan of the city of West Palm Beach. Number one, the existing 6-foot landscape hedges along the east side of the pool shall remain, screening the pool area from public view. If the landscape screening is removed, another form of screening is to be provided, subject to staff approval.
Okay, a motion's been made. Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay. It's been moved by Vice Chair Kammerer and seconded by Member Wood. We'll go ahead and have the Board Secretary please call the roll.
Alfred Fields,
Yes.
Christopher Kammerer,
Yes.
Christopher Hagan,
Yes.
Michael Wood.
Yes.
Okay, the motion is approved 4-0. Okay, looking back at our agenda, that was the only case on our docket for this month. So there's no unfinished business, no new business I'm aware of, no other business. So I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move that we adjourn the board meeting.
Okay, second?
I'll second that.
Okay. So all in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Okay, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.